how technology is revolutionizing education in Africa. Did you know that Africa has over 650 million mobile phone users, more than the US and Europe combined? And this rapid tech growth is changing education in ways we never imagined. Welcome to the future of learning in Africa. Today we'll explore how technology is transforming education across the continent, bridging gaps, and creating new opportunities for millions of students. Many African students have faced serious challenges: limited school resources, a shortage of trained teachers, and difficulties accessing quality education, especially in rural areas. In some areas, students walk miles just to attend overcrowded schools with outdated textbooks. And the digital divide, limited internet and technology access, has made it even harder to keep up with modern education. But now, technology is changing the game. From mobile learning apps to digital classrooms, education is evolving fast. Let's take a look at some key innovations reshaping learning in Africa. Mobile learning apps like Eniza Education and Ubongo Kids are making quality education accessible, even for students in remote villages. Online courses platforms like ALX Africa and Coursera are offering free and affordable courses, allowing students to learn new skills anytime, anywhere. AI and digital tools, AI-powered teaching assistants like Kwame for Science, provide real-time answers to student questions, making learning more interactive. Some schools are even introducing virtual reality to bring science experiments and history lessons to life. Meet Amina, a 12-year-old from Kenya. Before, she had no access to proper school materials, but thanks to mobile learning, she now studies math and science through her tablet, gaining knowledge that will shape her future. Her story is just one of many showing how technology is breaking barriers and transforming education in Africa. Another area of innovation with technology is the ability to present original African stories with the use of video or animated pictures. In the next part of this video, you will watch an African story made with the help of AI.
In the heart of the Great Savannah, two mighty tribes, the Zula and the Mbogo, had lived side by side for generations. Their lands were fertile, their cattle strong, and their warriors fierce. Despite their proximity, peace had always been fragile, held together by the thin thread of mutual respect and an uneasy truce forged many seasons ago. But when betrayal from within emerged, the fragile peace shattered, and the land was soaked in blood. This is the story of two brothers, one crowned and the other cast out, whose choices would lead their people into a war that neither side could win. The Zula tribe had always been known for its disciplined warriors, revered as masters of the spear. At the head of this tribe was King Kofi, a wise and just ruler who had earned the respect of his people. His younger brother, Malik, was a skilled warrior too, but he harbored jealousy in his heart. While Kofi's life was filled with praise, leadership, and glory, Malik felt overshadowed, never receiving the recognition he craved. One fateful night, the chiefs of the Zula held a council to discuss strengthening the ties between the Zula and the Mbogo tribe. King Kofi announced a marriage alliance that would see him wed Nia, the daughter of the Mbogo chieftain, as a symbol of unity. Malik's heart burned with fury. He had secretly fallen in love with Nia, and now his brother was about to take the one thing he desired most. Consumed by bitterness, Malik devised a plan. He secretly met with a disgruntled Mbogo warrior named Baku, who was angered by the growing influence of the Zula tribe. Together, they concocted a scheme to start a war between the two tribes, framing the Zula as aggressors. Malik spread rumors that the Zula were planning an invasion to seize Mbogo lands, sowing discord and fear among the Mbogo people. His lies found fertile ground, and soon the Mbogo chieftain called for arms, preparing his warriors for battle. King Kofi, unaware of his brother's treachery, was blindsided by the news of the Mbogo's sudden aggression. As Malik's deception deepened, he further manipulated both sides. He convinced the Mbogo chieftain that the Zula had betrayed the marriage alliance and dishonored his daughter, Nia. The Mbogo, incensed by this falsehood, launched a surprise attack on the Zula village in the dead of night. Spears clashed, and the once peaceful valley was filled with the cries of battle. In the heat of the war, Malik saw his chance to seize the throne. As the Zula forces fought to defend their village, Malik ambushed his brother Kofi in the royal compound. In a final confrontation, the two brothers stood face to face, surrounded by flames and chaos. "You were always too blind to see the truth," Malik hissed, gripping his spear. "I was never meant to serve under you. I was meant to rule." Kofi, wounded and bleeding, looked at his brother with sorrow in his eyes. "This war, it is because of you?" But before Malik could deliver the final blow, Nia appeared. She had learned of Malik's betrayal from Baku, who had confessed in a moment of guilt. Standing between the two brothers, Nia revealed the truth to King Kofi. It was Malik who had incited the Mbogo to war. It was Malik who had betrayed his own blood for the throne. The realization struck Kofi like lightning. His heart heavy with the weight of betrayal, he dropped his spear. In that moment, the Zula warriors overwhelmed the Mbogo forces, driving them back. But the price had been high. Malik, defeated and ashamed, was exiled from the tribe, forced to wander the wilderness alone. The war had cost the Zula and the Mbogo many lives, and both tribes were left weakened. But the scars ran deeper than the land. The betrayal of trust between brothers and tribes would take generations to heal. King Kofi, though victorious, reflected on the cost of the war. He addressed his people and the remaining Mbogo warriors with a message that resonates even today. The greatest enemy is not the one we face in battle, but the one we harbor in our hearts. Greed, jealousy, and lies tear apart the bonds that should unite us. Let this war be a lesson, not just for us, but for those who come after. Peace is fragile, and trust is its foundation. Conclusion: a lesson for today. The story of the Zula and the Mbogo tribes teaches us the value of trust and unity in a world that is often divided by personal ambition, jealousy, and misunderstanding. Today, the battles we fight may not involve spears or shields, but they are no less destructive. Whether in relationships, communities, or nations, betrayal and division weaken us all. True strength lies in understanding, communication, and the willingness to forgive. Lessons that are timeless and universal.
We believe education in Africa is changing fast. Technology is providing access, improving learning experiences, and shaping a brighter future for millions of students. Do you know other academic areas where technology has helped students in Africa to learn better? Share your thoughts in the comments.